good afternoon, and good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to today's session on entrepreneurship in tourism and beyond. We are thrilled to be back after successfully completing our October session, and we are kicking off November with renewed energy, enthusiastic participants, and passionate coaches ready to dive deeper into the world of tourism and innovation. This session is a celebration of visionaries who are reshaping the tourism landscape and extending their impact for beyond borders. Whether you are a student, a startup founder, a travel enthusiast, or a curious learner, today's conversation promises to inspire, inform, and ignite new possibilities. Here, a special we are proud to be joined by a remarkable group of partners whose support and collaboration have made this session possible. Destinatia Tours and Travels, European Tourism and Events Training Academy, Malta, Barcelona Munoz Foundation, Mexico, Gandhi Mandela Foundation, Latin America, WLF Directorate of Human Rights, Mexico. Thank you for your commitment to global empowerment, education, and community development. It's my honor to welcome our distinguished guest for today's Ms. Moumita Chakraborty. Ms. Moumita is a trailblazing entrepreneur and the founder and CEO of Destinatia Tours and Travels. Her work spans tourism management, youth mentorship, mental health, advocacy, and cultural preservations. I would like to introduce our other coaches who are part of this program for this entire session starting from October till December. There are totally 9 coaches from different countries across the globe who are here to empower you in your own field. Now, here is the program highlights for the upcoming sessions, and I had highlighted in the earlier sessions as well. We have 13 live masterclasses by 9 WLF career coaches, October 5th to December 28th, 2025. Every Sunday, 7 p.m. IST is the time we will be connecting with you. And it's going to be 100% online free classes. And this will be certificate awarded after completing all the classes. And now, here, Ms. Moumita Chakraborty, and she currently serves as National President of Youth and Community Empowerment Council, WICCI. Her accolades include the Young Achiever of the Year 2022 and the National Business Leadership Award 2019, recognizing her outstanding contributions to travel entrepreneurship and social impact. Beyond her professional achievements, Ms. Moumita is a passionate singer, photographer, and humanitarian, embodying the spirit of entrepreneurship that uplifts and connects communities. Now, we encourage all participants to engage actively, ask questions, share your insights, and connect with each other. This is your space to learn, to grow, and be inspired. Here, we are going to talk about, as we wrap up the, the entire, we will be getting into the new set of discussion. Today, the topic is actually entrepreneurship. And the topic is entrepreneurship in tourism and beyond. Over to you, Ms. Moumita.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Jeevitha. I hope you all are keeping well, both physically as well as mentally. That's what I say most of the time and almost every time. Why? Because it is very much important for all of us to take care not only of our physical health, but also our mental health, because that is the most important thing, which lets us go ahead in life, right? So thank you so much, everybody, for joining, being so consistent. We are starting the new month, and I'm so honored to receive each one of your support. Your enthusiasm is what makes this program truly successful. At the same time, it helps us stay motivated to move ahead in life with the same vision that we are here to make the world a better place for all. I thank each one of you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of all the session for the last month, and happy new month to all of you. So before I start, I pray to the Almighty that it helps us move ahead in the upcoming days too with positivity, clarity, and kindness. So let me share the screen for today's program. Just let me know if my screen is visible.
Very much visible, ma'am.
We can see.
Yeah.
We can see the screen.
Wonderful. Can you see the full screen or like it is? Okay, perfect. Right? Okay. So today's topic is leading with vision. And the following topics come under vision is entrepreneurship, tourism, and beyond. All these three, like apart from beyond, entrepreneurship and tourism are my niche. But I would like to start with one of the most important words, which you can see on your screens, that is vision. What does vision mean to all of you? So I want to keep this session very interactive because last time I shared my ideas on the previous topic and I received a lot of messages from some people with a lot of positive messages mentioning that please keep the next session interactive so that we have a lot of questions, more questions to ask you. So this is for you, everyone. So just you can type your message that what does vision mean to you? And I am also here to present my version of what vision means to me. Let's get started. I want to see all of your enthusiasm and your answers, and I'm happy to connect. Please go ahead. Jeevitha, it will be really kind of if there are some answers, one-word answers, which you can read out to me because I can't see them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Ramandeep is mentioned as perception.
Okay. Thank you, Ramandeep. Any other answers?
Come on. Long-term goal. Lakshmi Narasimhan.
Nice. Perception, long-term goal.
Yeah. Any other answers? Come on. Let's put it across.
Maybe, hi everybody.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Moumita. I am thinking in something like when you try to guess or to visualize something that doesn't exist, that you would like to create, but you don't have a clear image, so you have to look for it.
True.
Absolutely. Yes, very true. See, each one of us, why I asked this question is because each one of us has a different meaning to what vision is according to us. So let me share my thought, what vision means to me. Vision for me is a dream where you lead everybody by taking them alongside you to make the changes in the world you wish to see. Okay. Yes, there is a hand raised by Jeevitha.
So there are a couple more points they have updated here. So for me, vision is a long-term goal or target which can be sustainable and positive with an achievable target. Mr. Jeet Kumar Singh has mentioned this, and Mr. Manjunath has mentioned as foresight.
Fantastic. Each one of them are absolutely true. At the same time, when you combine everything together, it makes me realize that it is my dream, that which it is a kind of dream. Vision is a kind of dream where you lead with purpose, clarity, and conviction, and you try to make the changes in the world you wish to see. And each of you being a part makes it much better. So when we are united, the vision becomes bigger. When we support each other, we gain more power to bring these changes to the world. Now, there are certain foundation of visionary leadership. And for that, I believe there are three key traits which you can see. That is clarity, knowing that where you want to go. That's why I mentioned that each one of us have a different kind of vision. So you have to be very clear where you want to go ahead. What is your dream? What kind of changes you want to bring to the world? You must have the set of conviction, standing by it even when no one else does. See, when you lead with clarity and you have a purpose and you know where you want to go, you have to stand by your vision, because there will be multiple situations and multiple times where you will feel that, oh my God, I'm alone. I have nobody to support me. I do not know if my vision is even correct, if I'm going on the right way, if that is going to bring me success, or if there will be any result to it. But if you feel, if your heart and brain feels that no, my vision is good, it's not harming anybody, and I want to bring a positive change, then you must stand by it even when nobody supports you. And the third and one of the most important traits is consistency. When you start a business on, or maybe when you have a vision that, okay, you have a very unique idea of entrepreneurship and nobody knows, and that is why it is known as entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship basically is a kind of idea which comes up in your mind which nobody else is doing right now. So consistency is very important in that case, because that idea is very new. You can't find the answers on the AI you are using. You can't find the answers if it is going to be successful, if your idea is going to be successful, or you can't do a market research too, because your idea is completely new as an entrepreneur. So you must be a very good leader, because entrepreneurs are great leaders. And when you become an entrepreneur, the funniest part is that you have to become the jack of all trades. It's not only that you have that vision of your entrepreneurship idea, but you have to act for all the other things which nobody else is doing. So you have the clarity, you know where you want to go, you are standing by it when no one else is supporting you. At the same time, you have to keep on doing multiple things. And we have a goddess called Ma Durga. So if you're a woman, you can relate to it. And if you're watching this from India, you would all know that the Ma Durga has 10 hands. So she is juggling around everything and taking care of each and everything. That's how an entrepreneur looks in our brains, right? So these three things are very important, foundation of visionary leadership. Now, can you see this person on the screen? This person is one of the greatest examples of visionary leadership. So many of you are watching this from different parts of the world, but people, oh, that is wonderful if you can see it, and you know this person if you're not from India as well. So I think I have got an answer from Miss Michelle.
Michelle has mentioned, yes.
Yes, so Miss Michelle, will you be kind enough to tell me which country you are representing? It will be very much positive for all of us to understand.
Miss Michelle?
You're joining us from which country? Can you let us know, please, Miss Michelle?
Yes,
Is it India or some other country?
I'm joining you from South Africa.
Wow.
No, I'm from
Wow.
South Africa. Can you hear me?
That is fantastic. Thank you
Mr.
so
Tata
much.
is one of the leaders that I follow.
I could not get the last thing you said.
I said Mr. Tata is one of the most inspirational leaders that I follow here.
Nice.
We know of him, we use him in our case studies, in our management classes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely. It is Sir Ratan Tata. He is my idol. I have been following him since childhood because I share a very personal bond with him. He and my father shared the same date of birth, not the year, but the date of birth, that is 28th December. So since childhood, I didn't know what kind of person he is, but I always had this kind of feeling towards him that this person is something I feel that must be respected. That time I was a child, like when I saw him for the first time, maybe 2 years, 3 years old, and I started seeing him somewhere, maybe on newspapers. My father used to read, and I saw his date of birth, and I used to feel that, okay, this person has something in him, right? And this person has defined what true leadership is. what philanthropy is, what vision is. And he has not done this. The most important part is that he has not done this because he is powerful, because he has done this by his principles. He is a kind of person, he is a people's person. That's what I have believed, and I have seen him. He passed away last year, and it was one of the biggest negative news for me. But the days and years he has given to charity and making a huge difference is what defines him, and is what makes him one of the greatest examples of leadership. Sir Ratan Tata has not only become a business tycoon, I must say, he is also a kind of person whom everybody must look up to as a human being, as a leader, and as well as a visionary, as well as an entrepreneur. He has so many companies, but he always stays grounded and down to earth. And he has, I think, guided so many people like us in so many ways that makes him immortal in one way. Now, is your vision clear enough that others can see themselves in it? Sir Ratan Tata is the same person where he moved ahead in life with those kind of ideas, which is not only makes him successful, but at the same time, he sees everybody else around him. For example, we all know the launch of a vehicle called Nano, which he decided to launch on the market by seeing a small family who was riding on a rainy day in a scooty or maybe a motorcycle, and he saw that the family was of a man and his wife and a child. Because the road was slippery, this family fell beside him, and he was going on a different car. So he felt that why not I launch a vehicle which is budget friendly. So that is what real visionary leadership is. He thinks that it is not only about me. It's not only that I become one of the most powerful business tycoons in the world, but I want to take everybody alongside me, and I want to make that positive change in the world. Empathy is what makes everybody a great leader. So if you can see, if you have a particular vision about entrepreneurship, you must have actually this clear picture that, okay, it's not only me. I have this idea, but I see so many other people, and my idea is something which can bring a positive and powerful change to the society. Now, if I talk about leadership in tourism, because that is also one of the topics in today's main theme, is lessons from my real life experiences. So now I will take few minutes to share my journey, which I continue from the last session, is about Destination Tours and Travels. That was my first entrepreneurial journey. Here is Destination's idea. Why it was different from others was because my idea was not to make Destination another travel agency and provide tour packages, but it had a completely different view of what I wanted to see in my society. Giving all of you a small throwback picture about my life. I come from a very humble family, at the same time a very small town. I was born in Arunachal Pradesh, brought up in Assam, and then I came to Bengaluru, Karnataka for my higher studies, and I came along with my family. I have been a part of certain companies for internships or maybe for some work, which I already mentioned in my last session. Then I passed out in 2016, and I started Destination in 2018 with a motive that there are multiple travel agencies in the entire world. But what makes my vision different is that I want to give a completely different experience to the travelers, which no other travel agency is giving. It was about redefining travel with purpose and the people at heart. So during this entire tenure of when I started Destination and how it is going right now, I have come up with a lot of small ideas to encourage people from ground level to tourists. It's not only about I give the service to you, you pay me the money, and that's how my company goes and I become profitable. No, there were instances, multiple instances, where I just started my company, Destinasia, and there came the time of COVID, and we have seen so many lockdowns and negative news about people losing their lives, flights getting cancelled. That was the time when I could have made certain decisions, but that would have been profitable for me. But no, rather than that, I felt that no, it's not about how it is performing, because I have invested my everything into the company. It will go on. The same people whom I am helping right now will come back when this pandemic gets over. And that happened. Also, there are particular reasons, sorry, not reasons, there are particular seasons for which in certain areas or certain destinations, the travel flow becomes less. For example, in Arunachal Pradesh, during winter season, there are huge landslides and things like that. There are a lot of travel companies who still provide travel packages during that season because they want definitely to get profit. But what I do is, when people call and say that I want to visit Arunachal Pradesh during the month of December or January, and generally I heard that the budget is really low, and I tell them, sir, please don't visit that particular place during that period, because there might be concerns regarding your journey. You might not end up having the best experiences, because generally we visit a particular destinations only once. If you come from a humble family like me, generally we are kind of middle class people, where we take a tour to a particular destinations once in a lifetime. I do not want to ruin that. I'll give you particular date. I follow certain principles where I do not believe that my growth is more important than others' happiness. That's what I believe in. Also, I started medical tourism by seeing my grandmother's plea when it becomes difficult for people of eastern part of India to visit the southern parts of India or any other part of India due to lack of communication, lack of understanding each other. So that's how each of my idea in Destination Tours and Travels begin. Out of empathy, out of bringing travel and purpose together and connecting with people. So the same people, our idea, our motto of Destination Tours and Travel is that once you are a happy destination, you become a forever destination. So I do not go after new clients. We at Destination believe in, once I provide my best services and I make that connection in the right way, these people are going to become a part of our happy destination family. And that has been going on since years. And I'm thankful to Almighty and each one for helping me become that kind of person. So here was a small idea about destination, leadership in tourism. Now I have a question for all of you, which you can see on the screen, that how many of you ever returned from a journey with a changed mindset, not just new photos? Please give me your answers.
Can we hear from the audience? Yes, okay. Ramandeep has mentioned this as yes, they did. And Michelle as well. Okay. Nice. Shipra, yes. Tushar, yes. Mary has given a thumbs up, yes.
Wonderful. See, as one of the topics is tourism, so that's why I'm bringing this questions in front of you. Journey is not about you visiting a particular destination. It's not about just enjoyment, but it is also about coming back with a changed mindset. You go to a particular country, you go to a particular state, and you see the culture, you see the type of people you meet, you exchange different kinds of culture, tradition, and you feel each other's positivity, negativity. You bring back your experiences. And every time you travel, you become a bit more knowledgeable. You become a little bit more curious about, okay, I didn't know about this particular thing that also exists. And the journey also makes a huge difference, right? In India, we have Indian Railways. That is one of the best, I think, you know, motivation for each one of us to travel. If you are a person who loves traveling, just experience Indian train travels once in your lifetime, and that also try to do it alone. That will bring a huge change in you. You will understand, you will meet different kinds of people, you will meet different kinds of um, um, ideas, and also the person you will come back as will not be the same as how you went and how you started. So your mindset will completely change. You will notice that the world is much bigger than what you think. Also, at the same time, it will make your world much smaller than what you used to think. It will give you different kinds of ideas that how people are living, how everybody is earning their livelihood, and how you will also meet different kinds of people who has something to share. Each one of us has a different story, and our story is a message to each others also, that okay, you can do this thing and you become successful, and you should not repeat the same thing I did, which might not be making you successful. So we learn each time when we visit a particular destination. And if your answers are positive, majority of the answers are positive, that yes, I have come back from my journeys with a changed mindset and not only just new photos, then you all are in the right path. Now I come back to entrepreneurship again. That is the courage to begin. Entrepreneurship is actually the courage to begin. As I was mentioning when I started, that it is the kind of idea which is not available at this moment in the market. And also, I add to this now that entrepreneurship is also not only about the ideas, it is about how you initiate things. Initiation is so much important. I have a vision in my mind. I want to start this particular journey, and I have this product in my hand, right? It can be tourism, or it can be a FMCG product, or it can be a course I am launching. But you must have the most struggling part is that the background research you have to do. And then when you launch it, the initiation must be step by step in a proper manner. You cannot move ahead with different things and like which doesn't follow step by step. It will ultimately ruin your product. At the same time, you will not get successful by the end of, if you have a particular year, maybe I want to make 1 lakh rupees a year. If that is so, you must have a proper initiation about your entrepreneurship idea. You launch a course. So if I give an example of WLF career coaching program, which I had this initial mind in my head, that okay, I want to do something which helps the upcoming entrepreneurs, and it works as a guide to the youth from all over the world. They join it and learn something from the different career coaches, at the same time grow and try to implement them in their entrepreneurial journey or the idea they have in mind. At the same time, we also provide certain support to them in whichever way possible. But the initiation was the most difficult part. I had to connect with all the coaches. I had to bring people together for hosting. I had to write or maybe prepare the entire flow, that what time it should be, because people will be busy during the weekdays and people might not be willing to join it from different countries, because each country has a different time zone. So we must keep it on a particular time where it becomes easier for everyone. So there are a lot of things that goes on in the background which we generally don't see. And I'm really thankful. I'll take this moment to thank my backend team, our WLF secretariat, our coordinator, our host, our coaches, each one of you who have registered the registration through the registration form, that it is all each one of you who make this initiation successful. The first registration we received was what helped me to say, okay, let me tell our team to post another thing. We have received the first registration for this program. That means I have at least one person who supports this cause. And even if it is one person who joins the program, and rather than 30, 40, 50 people not joining, I'm fine. I'll continue this journey because that was my initial idea. I had this vision that I will support even that one person joins every month. I will be there sitting here in front of each one of you and sharing our screen. When the coaches asked me the same question that how many people would be joining this particular program because it is a kind of idea we have not seen that I join from my own country and share my topic and my session. I said, I do not know, my dear sister and brother, but even if one person joins, I will be here sharing my session. If you also have the same kind of feeling, I welcome you to join as our WLF coach. And I am so happy to see the 8 other career coaches who have accepted my invitation in the same with the same positive mindset and such graciousness. I thank each one of you. Now, I have certain facts for you about entrepreneurship and the startup ideas which we have in our mind is that 90% of startups fail not because the idea was weak, but because there was no clear direction or adaptability. It is as per the CB Insights. So, WLF Career Coaching Program is to bring to your kind notice that it is not only about the program which we are offering, but we are also here to support you. WLF is World Leaders Foundation, and leaders, as I mean, are also entrepreneurs. For being an entrepreneur, you have to be a great leader. And if you are a great leader, we are here as a community to support each one of each other. At the same time, help you grow your startup idea and also entrepreneurship journey. So maybe there is somebody sitting in the village who has a brilliant idea about a startup which nobody else is doing, and that can help in the economic growth, in the development of the particular sector, and can generate employment to many. But the ideas fail because there is no clear direction how you must proceed. Because you just have a vision, but you do not know how to implement the same. So that is why we are here to help each one of you so that you do not fall among the 90% of the startups who generally fail but has brilliant ideas. Also, entrepreneurs create 70% of new jobs in emerging economies as per World Bank. So entrepreneurs are brilliant thinkers. You must have that huge amount of courage in your heart that you are not following the 97% of people worldwide. You want to start something of your own, and that's what makes you a great entrepreneur, because and also an individual, because generally people do not want to take risks and want to start their journey. They are happy with what they are doing in their lives. They're working for a particular institution, organization, public sectors, and they are like, okay, I am earning good, I am happy and healthy, that's what I want. But if you want to become an entrepreneur, then that itself is a big thing. And the best part is that it also generates 70% of new jobs in the emerging economies. Now, vision-driven entrepreneurs are 3 times more likely to pivot successfully and sustain growth beyond 5 years. Now, there is another thing which I would like to bring to your notice is that, have you noticed any particular entrepreneurship journey which has completed 5 years and how it started? Basically, there is one philosophy or mindset that if you are able to pull your entrepreneurship journey till 5 years, that means there are more chances, majorly if you can see on the screen, that 3 times more likely chances for it to become successful in the near future, because the first 5 years and the first 5 initial years of your entrepreneurship journey is what you set up the entire business about. You get into accounts, you get into operations, you get into product development, you get into knowing your clients, you understand what the clients want, what the clients doesn't want. At the same time, you are also juggling with the website, how is it going, everything. So the first 5 years, if you can survive, you have more chances for your company to be successful. By 2030, it is estimated that over 1 billion people will be self-employed or a part of global entrepreneurship ecosystem. That is a brilliant thing which we can see for our future after 5 years. And it is as per Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. Now I will give you a glimpse of what is happening in the field of entrepreneurship in India. Just a quick review for our Indian participants here. That India is the third largest startup ecosystem in the world after US and China. As per Startup India's report of 2024, over 20% of India's entrepreneurs are women. So high five to all the women out there. And this number is growing steadily. The travel and tourism sector alone supports 8% of India's total employment. There are multiple countries apart from India who are generating their revenue through entrepreneurship and tourism, generating employment through tourism. And tourism is not only about the travel agencies, foreign embassies, roadways, railways, waterways, and hotels or car rentals, but it also generates employment for the local communities. I'll come to that. From tour operators to homestay owners and also eco entrepreneurs prices. Okay, now if you were to start I think it is getting boring, so I have the next question for all of you. That if you were to start something today, right now, what would you start with? Please share your answers on the chat box or feel free to share them. So, Mike, thank you.
So can we get some answers from the audience for this? Okay, with the skills we have already, Ramandeep was asking. Yes, it is. Food business are always popular. Michelle was actually texted. Okay, and develop capabilities. Maria just texted.
Wonderful.
Any other ideas? Any other plans? Whatever you have in your mind, you can share it. Educational institute. Okay.
Lovely. I didn't know that. Okay, fantastic. See, we all have this vision that we do a little bit of a backpacker app. Wow.
Backpacker app, yes.
Wow, that I've not heard about it. That's a fantastic thing. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. I would love to know more about that.
And a podcast platform for spreading inspiration, which I'm trying currently. Prerna.
It is trending. It is trending, Prerna. Absolutely.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of things coming up. Let's go on. Come on.
Wonderful. I see great ideas starting here today.
Come on, let's shoot up. Any other ideas? In fact, we are getting ideas. That's so nice.
Wonderful. Right. So, as I can see, so many of you have such brilliant ideas in your mind. So, as you are already a part of WLF Career Coaching Program, why don't we all come together and start something together? But because here I see a lot of leaders in each one of you. Let us come together, do something together, because it doesn't take anything to be kind, I think. It's free. Kindness is free. And support is also free. Let us come together and help each other. You can definitely reach out to us. Okay. Something big written. Jeevitha, please.
So Mr. Manjunath have mentioned, have a well-planned idea, need a coder to develop an application which works as a mediator kind of between consumers and online selling platforms.
That's nice. That's brilliant. See, WLF, you all have joined as a participant for Global Career Coaching Program, but I must bring to your kind notice that WLF is not only about career coaching. It is a global community with 50 plus directorates from all over the world. Let us come together, share our ideas, reach out to our coordinators, or you can always drop an email to me, connect with me over LinkedIn, and I and my entire team, including Jeevitha, including Rick, and all the other members here, the platform itself is for each one of you, so that we make the world a better place for all by supporting each other, collaborating with each other, and bringing these positive changes and the brilliant ideas to life. That's what I want from each one of you. It's not only about joining a program and taking some inspiration from it. We are also here to support each other. So let's do something powerful together. After this, We will have some meeting in case after the program gets over. I am open to this. Please come along. Whoever has any idea, let us support each other. No matter where, which part of the world you are talking from, we always have something up for all. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Now, moving ahead, coming back to tourism. Tourism is a vision beyond travel. These are some of the sneak peeks which you can see on our screens, that how we provide travel services too. If I give you a small picture about Destination Tours and Travels. The picture you see is in one of the pictures, I have my staff here. And in some, I have people who are in hundreds, who have come from different states for travel packages, the cultural experiences we share. There is another picture where I am meeting a receptionist from a small homestay in Arunachal Pradesh. I was clicking a picture on the other, and few kids. Generally, this happens all the time. I sit and the kids will come up walking or running towards me, and they want to sit on my lap or things, or maybe do a handshake. That's what you can see. And there are a picture of a group of students for educational tours. This is a small glimpse. More details you can find on Destination Tours and Travels Instagram handles or social media pages. So it is about the bond we create. These all people are still connected to us. Trust me, the people who went for the festivals years back with us, they still share that their blogs, or maybe madam or sir, we went to this particular destination, and this is our journey, and we publish their articles on Destination's website. That's the kind of bond we want to create with each one of you. That is my goal in life, the human connection. Okay, moving ahead, what tourism stands for. It is about this all few ideas which you can see. It is about exploring hidden gems nature has preserved for centuries, but not harming them, for sure. Understanding and respecting the cultures, not just observing them. You go to a particular place, for example, Hornbill Festival is coming up in Nagaland. You go and experience and understand their cultures, because each culture comes from centuries of traditions that were followed by the ancestors. Everywhere you might have all noticed movies like Avatar, also Kantara. These movies bring so much of richness and cultures, traditional amalgamations, that we learn so much from each of the culture, and understand and respect in them is makes what human. Empowering the local communities and promoting inclusive growth, generating employment. For example, you go to a particular destination, you see a small stall that is preparing some handicraft items, and you wish to purchase them. That also kind of generating employment, and ensuring benefits reach the grassroots level. Then bringing smiles to travelers through meaningful experiences. We have this thing called Best Driver of the Month. It is about supporting the grassroots level supporters or workers which are working for us. See, wherever you go, the driver, I think, is the most important individual, because during the entire tour, you will go to the hotel, you will sleep, and you will get out for your journey for the next sightseeing you have in your mind. But the driver will be there forever, like for the entire duration. For example, you are visiting that particular destination for 3 days, 4 days, or a week, or 15 days. The driver is going to listen to every conversation you are having with your family, friends. And then we have noticed that if you treat them with respect and humility, they'll give you so many ideas. They might also suggest you certain destinations which even we don't know. They'll take you to the particular destination, and you'll come back with certain experience which will remain in your mind for lifetime. Okay, then I'll give you a quick heads up to the last viewpoint, that is driving economic development while supporting sustainability, spreading awareness on harmony, nature, people, and purpose. Okay, there are certain facts which you can see on the screen. According to United Nations World Tourism Organization, over 10% of global employment is linked to tourism, and it is the fastest growing segment in sustainable and experiential travel. And travel equals to what, according to you? That is your next question. What does travel mean to you? Describe travel in one word. Not where you go, but what you feel. What you feel when you go to a particular destination. a word. Maybe I feel connected is one word. What do you feel?
Can we hear from the audience? How do you feel that experience while traveling? Discovering myself. Okay.
Wonderful.
Someone is mentioning that. Okay.
And
Any
maybe
other-
maybe learning from the culture, and also I surprised myself of how many kind of kind people is around you, and all the things that you can learn of other lifestyles.
That's nice. Okay. And Patil is mentioning exploring new place and beauty of world. And Michelle mentioned open to learning new ways. Diksha has mentioned I feel wholesome. That's nice.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Each one of your answers are correct. Learning and exploring something which feels satisfactory to me. Exactly. Exactly. Travel means so many things, right? So when we are into the entrepreneurship and tourism, we not just sell the product, we also sell experiences, we sell dreams. So that is one of the best sectors I feel till now. Every day I get to learn. Every day I connect with new people. Every day I get to hear new facts about a particular destination. Now moving ahead, this is for the next session, but leading with empathy, integrity, and purpose is what I learned from the man you see on the screen. And I will share about this particular person in my next session, which I will have it with you. So that is a kind of suspense. And this person holds a very special place in my heart. He's of my grandfather's age. He's no longer with us, but he reminds me that people follow people out of respect, not positions, not power. So this is an old picture of mine, and I will share about this particular person from who has been one of the best individuals I have ever met and had been a guiding light to me. It is his wife, by the way. So I'll share about this on my next session with all of you. A bit of surprise. Okay. Now talking about a fact that emotional intelligence contributes to nearly 90% of what sets high performers apart from peers with similar technical skills. Emotional intelligence. See, we all are a part of something, right? We all are professionals. We all are youth. We might be studying. We might be holding jobs. We might be doing something in our own lives. But what separates the leaders, then the followers, is the emotional intelligence. And it contributes to nearly 90% of what sets high performers. So in a big company, giant companies, we have engineers joining from different states for a particular company, right? And each one of them has the same degree. But someone, you will always find that particular someone who is a team lead. And, he has been given much more faith by the CEO or founder as compared to others. Why so? Because of the emotional intelligence. Now, I would like to give a small example from today and the person I'm seeing right now on the screen. The lady, Miss Jeevitha Priya, has been connected to me since years. And I have seen her become a brilliant leader. The first session she wanted to do was for another organization, and she was hesitating. She was like, how do I prepare this PPT and everything? I will call somebody as a speaker or something. And today you see her being the head host of a global career coaching program, and she is brilliant in what she is doing. So emotional intelligence is what makes you a true leader. And you should keep on brushing up yourself, just like how Jeevitha has done. She is a real example of how you grow when you actually give your best and you also receive proper support. Am I right or wrong, Jeevitha?
Thank you, ma'am. That's so kind of you. And yeah, I feel so. And definitely, yes, I see a lot of changes in myself. And thanks for that. Multiple opportunities. And I'm just trying my best. And I hope whatever I'm just delivering is up to the mark, whatever is the expectation by WLF. Thank you for that.
You are welcome. But it is not because of us. It is because you tried. It is because you never wanted to give up and you want to contribute meaningfully. There are multiple people I have connected to in the in all these years, and I have met so many who just follow, and I have met people like you too who actually always want to, become better version of themselves. So that is a big example that we have nobody else to compete with. The biggest competition we hold is ourselves. So if you want to become the best version of yourself, that's what makes you a best person. You do not have to compete with each other because each individual is different. What you should focus in is on becoming the best version of yourself. So thank you, Jeevitha, for being one of those examples.
My pleasure, ma'am. Thank you.
Then what is the most important quality you value most in a leader? Now the question is for everybody who is watching this today. What quality do you value most in a leader?
Can we hear some answers here in the chat box, or you can just talk? Yes, Miss Maria, you raised the hand, please.
Yes, thank you. I think that for me, it's so important honesty, honesty, and also being so it's like empathy, of course, but being integral. Okay, it's like ethical, maybe. So it's the same, honestly, and be and clarity, honesty and clarity.
Thank you.
Perfect. Yes.
And Michelle has mentioned as transparency and honesty. Yes. And confidence from Rig, and Mohammed has mentioned as empathy. And trustworthiness from Jeet Kumar. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for all of your answers. It actually is an amalgamation of all these things. Empathy, kindness, confidence, communication skills, leading qualities is what makes you a true leader. Now,
mentioned as problem-solving ability and collaboration.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, moving ahead. The ripple effect is about beyond entrepreneurship. Leadership doesn't end with you, it begins with you, right? So you have made a platform, you are a leader, you are leading, but it doesn't end with you, it begins with you. If you are able to make another individual grow in their lives, if you are able to bring empathy in their minds, if you are able to bring confidence in their way of emotion expressment, and in any way with the answers you have given for the important qualities of a leader, if in any way of them, if you are able to guide them in the right way, that's what makes you a true leader. At the same time, it begins with that particular small step. In fact, social entrepreneurship contributes to over 10 million jobs globally, directly linking innovation with community development as per World Economic Forum. The goal isn't to build a business, it's to make the world a better place for all together. My goal, and I think all the people want to do something better for the society who actually want to become an entrepreneur, because their idea always has that particular empathy and kindness in their mind that, okay, this is the problem and this needs a solution. So generally what I've noticed in an entrepreneur is that they are very empathic. They want to make good changes, positive changes. So our goal is also not to build businesses. Of course, money is needed in sustaining life. But if your goal is bigger than that, definitely your idea will be successful. Now, the last slide for each one of you. Thank you for being so patient. So this is what I want to end with, is that visionary leadership isn't about where you are. It is about what you see when no one else sees. Every one of us has a vision waiting to be lived. It doesn't have to be huge or world-changing. It just has to be true. True to your honesty, true to your integrity, true to your soul. Because the world doesn't need more leaders with power. There are already multiple leaders who are powerful, but maybe they are just using it for building their empires. But the world needs more leaders who have clarity, conviction, and a great, great, great purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And before we get into the Q&A session.
So, hi, it's my Zoom says that you have to let me turn on my camera. I don't know why.
Okay. No worries. Your picture can be seen in your profile, Maria. I think that should be good enough. That's fine.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so please give me a thumbs up. Yes, we can see you, Maria. Great. Great. Okay, thank you. So
thank you everyone for being so patient and listening to me. I have taken almost 1 hour. So if it were, I generally don't speak that long, but thank you so much for being so patient and kind to listen to me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And let's get into the Q&A session. So do you have any questions? Let's post it on here in the chat box. Anyone have any other questions to ask? Michelle has mentioned yet another inspirational and amazing session. I'm so glad to connect with this group. Host has disabled camera. Oh, really? No, I'm there. So thank you for Michelle for that lovely feedback. And Shiva has mentioned, thanks for the great session. Okay, thank you. Manjunath, I may have an idea where I also found gaps on that based on my ideas. The problem I have is how could I connect all those digital platforms? Okay, we can connect Manjunath on this. Manjunath has still 2 more years to complete his master's. We are waiting for you, Manjunath, for sure.
All the best, Manjunath. If you need any help from my end, please reach out.
Yeah,
I'll be happy to help in any way possible from my end.
Wonderful. I think I don't see much of questions before we get into other stuff. Let me just quickly wrap up the points whatever we had a discussion. So Ms. Moumita was actually mentioning about an entrepreneurship. It's a kind of a replica of a Ma Durga, we being a multitasking person. So that is what we were actually talking about. And being an inspirational leader, Mr. Ratan Tata, where Michelle was mentioning that she follows that. And it's not only, Michelle and many other people who are actually following multiple leaders. Please take the insights and persuade in your life where you can able to implement in any of the other ways if it's possible. So that is what it's another step for your entrepreneurship or you to becoming a better in your particular field. And there's one thing which I liked very much where Moumita was mentioning about the train journey experience. Absolutely, yes, we do have listen multiple stories, multiple, we meet multiple people, multiple ideas, multiple cultures, multiple sceneries, multiple beautiful stuff about the world we would be looking into in the training journey. So thank you for that experience. In fact, we virtually we was actually imagining about that, Ms. Moumita, and looking into 20% of women being an entrepreneur in India. That's actually an information. So that I'm so happy to hear that, and being a woman and feeling like empowered that yes, we must be doing it. A kind of a new inspiration which I got it today, and thanks for that. And what else? As we wrap up for the today's session, let us reflect on the timelines. Here is a proverb for the today's vision, what Miss Moumita was talking about. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That's the reason we are here, and we are here to support for your ideas to make the world better. Entrepreneurship in tourism is not just about destinations. It's about shared journeys, cultural bridges, and collective growth. Thank you once again to our partners, our guest, speaker, Ms. Moumita Chakraborty, and each of you for being part of this meaningful conversation. Let's continue to travel with purpose and build with passion. This is Jeevitha signing off for the day today. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jeevitha. You are fantastic.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night. See you all.
Good night, everyone. Bye.